All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday night's Masterclass. My name is Chris, and we are about to go live in the Freedom Club. And tonight we have a very special Masterclass for you guys. I'll explain once the students pop in. And we are live in the Freedom Club. Welcome to a special event. Welcome, Emily and Lucas. Let me get myself live on YouTube. All right. Diane, Willen, Hanil, Jennifer, welcome everybody. All right. Now, as I mentioned, tonight's going to be special. Hello, Damon. I don't know if we're going to get to any of your questions tonight, guys. Just putting that out there. Website reviews and Facebook ad account reviews. We'll get to it if we can. I've got like an hour tops, and we have a fair bit to get through that I think is going to be extremely beneficial. We're going to do something tonight we haven't done before. We're going to make something together tonight. That's what we're going to do. We discussed this on Tuesday. We're going to build a template, guys. I've got the bones here of what we're going to do, but we're going to build a template, and this template is going to help us sell tons of products, all of us, easier than ever before, so that when you come to me with a new product and I look at your page, I'm going to go, holy crap, how in the hell did you do that? Rather than, do you think people would buy this on that page? All right, that's what we're working towards. We're going to be using ChatGPT a lot for tonight. And together, we're going to see if we can make this work, okay? So to go over this, what is this? Well, this is to help you sell anything to anybody, or to everybody, not to anybody. This is going to help you sell. This is going to help you figure out who's going to buy your product. It's going to help you figure out what those people want. It's going to help you figure out the things we need to say to these people to convince them that this is the product to get them that dream outcome. We're going to get objections that you need to call out in your FAQs or somewhere on your website. What are the objections I need to cover? And from those 4 things, we're then going to generate hooks, and we're going to generate headlines for you to use on your ads. And you can see here, yes, this was all centered around a product that I was selling called the Magic Wipe Cloth. And from there, you can go one step further and generate scripts that you can use in your AI tools. So essentially, this is your machine to create content and to know how to sell your product, so that when you go to your website, you have a tick list of all the things you need to cover off. Now, I haven't used this for a long time, so we're going to start at the beginning. And ChatGPT has changed. So we're going to build, in this section here, a set of commands that we can give ChatGPT that we're all going to do right now, and we're going to try out. And we're going to see if we can make this even better than it was before. How does that sound? I'll give you guys a copy of this, so that when we're done, you can literally just up here go and make a new copy somehow. If you know how to do that in Sheets, that's great. In the meantime, don't click on my fields because it's distracting. All right. Start at the basics. Now, I didn't come up with this. I stole it from someone smarter than me, which is pretty much how you should do everything. Let's go, Alex. You're loving this? Fantastic. Willen, you're loving this? Awesome. It's going to be difficult to get out of my head what I did in the past and make this into something solid that anyone can do. So we'll start at the beginning. To get sales, we have to satisfy one equation only. The dream outcome that you'll get from buying that product, multiplied by your own likelihood of success when you use that product, divided by the time times effort times cost. Does that make sense, everybody? What do we mean by that? So I was selling the Magic Wipe Cloth. This was a cloth that could dry your shower in seconds. What is the dream outcome? We have a dry shower that doesn't get moldy. What's the likelihood of success? Well, how easy is it for me to use? Am I going to use it every day? Am I going to get the same results from this that everyone else is getting? And is this going to be beneficial to me? Divided by how much the product costs. Stavros, you signed up to the Freedom Class. Welcome, my friend. Time divided by how much the product costs times the effort that I'm going to have to put in to get those results multiplied by time. Time being how long it will take to arrive and how long it will take to use the product. If we can satisfy this, then we can sell anything. We could sell water to... No, it was sand to... I was going to say Eskimos. Sell ice to Eskimos. That's the one. Ice to Eskimos. All right. First thing. Let's pick a product that I'm currently selling. So let's not waste my time. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Someone give me a product. Oh, we had one. We had one. What was the product we were going to do? It was the bag that you put onto the workout bag that you put onto the workout machine. Whose was that? Workout bag. Magnetic gym bag. Thanks, Willen. That was yours, right? I nearly stole your thunder, man. I was about to go do my own product. What's the effort component? Well, how difficult is it going to be to use? Let's take this one. I don't know what the outcome's going to be. We're going to find out. We're going to find the outcome, the dream outcome for this. We're going to find out. How hard will it be for me to use the same product and get the same outcome that's advertised? That's what the effort is. How hard is it to use? So we've got to make this look super easy to use, like simple 3-step process kind of thing. Maybe this will all make sense once we get going. Okay. So to give you something, Willen's been trying to sell this and he hasn't had a lot of luck yet. I actually think this is a killer product, and this is definitely something I would test. But we haven't really got good selling points for this. We haven't really understood the audience, and the website is lacking. And Willen needs to do a lot of work to redo the whole thing. But we thought we'll do it from scratch. And guys, I don't have all the answers. I don't know how to sell everything, but I know how to figure out how to sell anything. That's the thing. So we're going to start with this Iron Grip Products Magnetic Gym Bag. Okay. So let's add some lines in here because you did a photo shoot for the product today and you got good UGC to use. Terrific. All right, first question. Who is going to buy this? We're going to figure out the target audiences. So what groups of people... This is the very first step. Step number 1. What groups of people will buy this product and why? Where's my... I want to make this bold. There we go. What groups of people will buy this and why? You know what? In the past, I would have had to go and use Google Trends and cross-reference with Google searches and use things like Kalo data and all sorts of other stuff to go and figure out who my target audience is. Okay? But now we can just ask ChatGPT. So we're going to go and grab this. We're going to say, ChatGPT. This is an e-commerce product. And now, as I'm writing these guys, we may do a little bit of fine tuning of these commands, okay? And then when we find the right command, I'm going to pop it in my spreadsheet so that we can all use the same ones. If you have a better way of getting a better result, please let me know in the chat and we'll pop it in the spreadsheet. Let's help everybody, you know, and help me too. Because all of these new tools that are coming into play, my God, I can do more than I can ever do before. And I know less than I've ever known before. It's insane. This is an e-commerce product that I want to sell. Okay. There's my e-commerce products. List for me. List, not for me. How am I speaking to you? List out all the possible groups of people. Is that what I'm after? That would buy this. And then come up with several funny, serious, or serious. Now you guys get to see how disgusting my grammar is, so sorry. Funny, serious, or interesting ways to call those groups of people. Maybe that won't work, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we get. All right. I'm using ChatGPT 5. Now, ChatGPT... Oh, it's pretty fast. It's been upgraded. This may not work the same way that it used to. That's what I'm talking about, how we might have to think about these prompts, because... Wow, okay, that's incredible. Okay, so let's read up. First up, who's going to buy the magnetic gym bag based on features like magnetic attachment to gym? Great. Gym warriors and fitness buffs. Content creators and filmmakers. Minimalists, single session goers. Clean freaks, hygiene conscious exercisers. Frequent travelers, commuters. Safety first users. Have I tried Claude? No, I haven't tried Claude. I haven't really needed to. I've heard good things about it though. Gadget lovers, techie gym goers. Deal hunters, risk adverse buyers. Probably not those ones. Some fun, serious, clever labels for them. Sweat samurai. Oh yeah. Okay. That's cool. Let's list some of these out. So, and let me actually give you guys the example. So we got one row above. We'll say the what we need. How do we say that? So output we need, and the second column will be prompt. I'm going to make these both 22 and maybe this 22. Fine, be difficult. Okay, maybe not 22. Maybe just 16 and then bold. What I'm going to do at the end of the day too is color code everything to make it easier to read. So the output we need, I'll just say output. Keep things simple. Prompt. And we probably want word wrapping, hey? Just make this easy for you guys to copy and paste. So Alt Enter. Alt Enter. And we don't need this to be so big or bold. There we go. Austin mentioned he uses this too on Monday's call. Claude. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I use a lot of different AIs. ChatGPT is just one of the many, but I do fall back to ChatGPT. I don't know why. I just find it easier. All right, so what type of groups are likely to buy this product and why? We've got our groups now, so let's list some of these out. We've got gym warrior and fitness buffs. Let's delete all these. We've got content creators. I'm going to leave them as one. Single session gym goers. I don't know what that means exactly. They only go once a week, maybe? Hygienic conscious exercises. That'd be my wife. You want to make sure everything was as little contaminated as possible. I don't know about commuters. I don't think this is a good carry bag for that sort of thing. So we'll skip them. Safety first users? Nah. Techie gym goers? Yes. Okay. Now we start getting into the meat and bones. Sweat samurai. So obviously I'm not a gym goer. And if you are, fantastic. If some of these make sense to you, great. For me, I'm just trying to the grip and rip tribe. I'm just trying to come up with things that I think could be the way that these guys talk. If we can talk their language, we're going to get more sales. Reppin' rabbits. And I'll give you an example, right? So one of my clients is a cycling coach company. They got tons and tons of packages that are digital products that they sell to teach people how to do cycling, which I didn't think you need to learn how to ride a bike, but the world goes deep. And I'll answer that question in a sec, Beck. And listening to the way that he promotes his products, there's all these words that I had no idea were actual things people say when they're riding bikes, like get dropped. The person who gets dropped has to buy coffee. That means when someone goes faster than you up a hill and they beat you, that means they dropped you. And anyway, you got to speak the language of the people that you want to sell to, and that's where this is helping. Pro rep producers. Your bag helps make your next video. Set and shoot squad. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that one. That reminds me of like your girl influencers who seem to want to put up a camera everywhere and see who looks at them and shame them on Instagram. One and done ones? Yeah, maybe. Sleek Seekers? Nah. Bare Bones Brigade? Nah. Gemmafoam Gladiators? Maybe. Pure Floor Protectors? Sanitized Sentinels? Nah, we'll skip that one. Commute Commandos? Nah. Safety First Gadget Lovers. We got Magneto Machinists, Tech Stick Tribesmen, Mag Tech Mavericks. I like the Magneto Machinists, but nah. Nah, I don't like any of those actually. Deal Hunters, Bargain Barbells, Tribal First Titans, Half Price Heroes. That's kind of interesting. I might keep that one. Okay, now we have our audiences. Now our dream outcomes. 2. Oh, and before we get into dream outcomes, to answer your question back, what are the tools I recommend? I'll pop them in here, into tools. ArcAds. We're doing very, very well with ArcAds. It's an amazing AI tool. Second, I don't know if I should share this one. Look, this is not for the faint of heart, but Flare.ai. These are the 2 tools that I'm using, but Flare.ai, it's not easy. It's not easy, and you're going to have to sink a fair amount of time in here to learn how to get the best out of it. Once you know how to get the best out of it, you can make product shots like this, and I use it on my websites. It's a no-brainer in terms of amazing product shots. I mean, look at this. Look at that. That does not look like ChatGPT at all. But you're going to have to go through the tutorial and learn how to use the tool to get the best results. Okay. 2, what works? What words or names can I use? We got that already. We put that into one prompt, so we can get rid of this line already. 10 serious names, 10 playful ones. No, we don't need that. Okay, here is the meat and bones. Okay, give me specific dreams outcome. Okay, here we go. Give me specific dream outcomes for people buying this product who are, and then we'll grab our names here. So we're going to go for gym warriors and fitness buffs. Before we do that, well, actually, we'll see what ChatGPT comes out with before we copy the prompt. Dream outcomes for gym warriors: no more bag on the filthy floor. Fast, effortless access between sets. Looks as hardcore as their training. You know, it does look hardcore. Securely without babysitting the bag. Sure. More space and less clutter. That's true. You know, you don't want to be dropping down big heavy weights if you got your phone on the floor. Train anywhere. Big bags. A bag works everywhere. Boosts the flow of training. Less fumbling and searching. More consistent rest times. Dude, I think it nailed it. So here's the prompt. That's size 14. And Add each target audience. Now, I am sure that if you're really clever, and I'm sure a lot of you are really clever, you could quite easily, and this is probably going to be the outcome of this, you're going to be quite easily able to actually just put this all into one prompt, and ChatGPT does the whole thing. And you can put ChatGPT into research mode or agent mode to do it. That's going to be where we go with this. Okay, give me a specific dream outcomes for people buying this product who are gym warriors. Okay, so now we're going to delete all of our previous dream outcomes. You can add some of these in. Now, when we start thinking about the dream outcome times likelihood of success, so what's the likelihood of success of someone not having their bag on the filthy gym floor? Well, kind of 100%, right? That's not something we need to actually help them with. But there'll be other times where you'll need to actually have some more selling points in here. You still wonder how ChatGPT works and from where in the world it gets these results for? Oh, do you want me to explain? I'm quite happy to explain how this works. If you want, I can give you the detailed instructions. You've been using the product for the past 2 weeks, taking it a bit out of the gym context, but actually proven to be really useful in other situations. You usually carry the phone, car keys, and other accessories in the shoulder bag, and the fact that you can stick it on the car door or even some walls in train stations means hold on, I lost my trail of thought. Means you don't have to put the bag or your belongings on a dirty floor. Big help with hydration. Many times you're walking around with a bottle in your hand can be annoying. Now you got the shoulder bag. Yeah, cool, man. So how do I want to say this? I think I touched on this on Diane's product the other night. Maybe gym use could be one testing and correct. So you can have a product that you can sell in multiple different ways to multiple different people. And gym goers are just the first one that you've chosen, especially with the Iron Grip, the Iron Grip label, because it feels like a gym brand. Now, with Diane's product, she had a product that I think it was Diane, correct me if I'm wrong, but she had a product that was geared towards weight loss, but actually her product could do a whole bunch of other stuff. And so I said to her, look, continue with the weight loss angle, but that doesn't stop you from duplicating the products and creating a second landing page and testing out other angles. But stick to one angle per landing page. You don't want to get a gym goer, a big steroidy dude coming in going, I want that bag because it's kick-ass. And then you got ladies carrying around and drinking from drink bottles. You got to make the landing page for one type of person that has one direction. Okay. Fast, effortless between sets. Looks hardcore. I like that a lot. So you see here, looks hardcore as they're training. So what would be the likelihood of success? Well, you can beef them up a little bit. Like you'd say somewhere on your landing page, get a masculine bag that suits your brand. And that would then tie into the looks hardcore outcome that they were looking for. You see where this is going? Security without babysitting the bag. More space, less clutter. Train anywhere, bag works anywhere. Boost the flow of training. When creating multiple landing pages, could you show us an example you're thinking you would change the name of the product itself? So you duplicate the product in Shopify, no problem, that's pretty easy to do. Change the name slightly, but not overtly, but it's up to you how much you change the name. And then in your theme, you have to go and create a new template. Let's have a look. You know what? Don't get me doing that. That's a question we'll answer later. But you can figure it out. And you can probably go and ask ChatGPT, how do I duplicate a product and create a new template for that product in Shopify? But if you still get stuck, I can show you. But otherwise, I'm going to get sidetracked and we're never going to get through this. Okay. Boost flow of training. And that was for gym warriors. Let's look at content creators now. So we grabbed that. We've done the groups. Here it is. Dream outcomes. Now, a lot of these dream outcomes that we just did, they're really, really, really good. I'm not expecting the next few ones to be quite as good, but who knows? What I mean by that is, it's good. As we go further down the list of people who would buy this, we might find that these dream outcomes become less and less aligned with what we're trying to sell and how we're trying to sell it. Hands-free, perfectly positioned filming, great. No more interrupted shots, true. Faster content creation flow. See how that's getting into more like content creation rather than gym going. Aesthetic and brand boosting gear. No, we'll skip that one. Portable filming. Nah. Well, maybe, but that'd be more like what we would say if we were going for the filming angle of this entirely, rather than just filming yourself at a gym. Secure storage while shooting. Maybe that's a good one. We'll get rid of the growth one. Who's next? Single session gym goers. And then we'll do the hygiene. And that might be enough. Dream outcomes for single session gym goers. Essentially, to answer your question about how this works and what ChatGPT is actually doing, ChatGPT is built on a neural network, which is a type of fuzzy logic type of database, really. If we have Excel spreadsheets as your basic type of database, and then you have like you have relational databases as your next level up, then I would think neural networks would be your next level up of those. And neural networks can be as simple as something that can power an ant-sized creature and have simple, teach an ant-sized robot how to move around an environment. Or you can add more and more and more complexity to your neural network and end up with something that can actually manage data. And what these systems are most best at is based on how they've been trained. That's where all the proprietary technology comes in, and how the information relates to the other information. And really, this is just pattern recognition. Basically, that's what ChatGPT is. It's a pattern recognizer. And how good of it is comes down to them training it to do things that is useful for us. If I have time today, can I look at your landing page? If we get time, yes. Oh, I said I asked it for dream outcomes for single session gym goers. I'm not gonna do more of the filming stuff. I do like consistent professional looking clips. I do like that. Train hard, post fast. I like that. Always ready kit. That's cool. I don't know if it quite did what I wanted there. Oh. Wait, I screwed that one up. I said dream outcomes from people buying this product who are single session gym owners is what it should have been. No more gear on the floor. Did we have that already? I will pop it in. It is pretty strong. Fast setup, faster pack up. Oh, I like that. That's really, really good. Always in sight, always secure. Damn, these are fantastic. Most of these could just become your headlines in your Facebook ads. Okay, next. Hygiene conscious exercises. This is probably the next most important one, and maybe we'll stop after this one. We'll see. Who are hygiene conscious exercises. Well, you should have seen me when I figured out ChatGPT could do this. I was like, man, this would take me days in the past. Days. Cleaner, fresher gear every time. Minimize cross-contamination. I don't think we quite got it for that one. I'm gonna tell ChatGPT. I don't think we hit the mark for hygiene focused. My question is, when ChatGPT sees how bad I spell, do you think it's judging me? I think it is. Here we go. Protection from gym germs. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All clean, elevated, safe zone. That's pretty cool as well. Okay. I reckon that covers it for dream outcomes. I think that's pretty good. Now, you could go as far as you want. You could find, the more you go down, the more hidden gems you'll find, but the longer it will take you. Likelihood of success. What have I got here? Here we go. 3. Can I make this small? Ideas to convince customers they will have a high likelihood of success for all the ideal outcomes. Let's see how it performs with just this. Because it might just do brilliantly. It's very broad. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so we might need to take this one by one. 4. So I'll change this up. 4. And you can see why this probably still needs a little bit of human interaction here, hey? Okay, so now I'm saying I will need to convince customers they will have a high likelihood of success for no more bag on the filthy gym floor. Of having the dream outcome of I mean, it's telling me what to say, which is nice, but I need specific call out to convince. Okay, maybe that'll do better. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. We'll say dream outcome. Okay. With an asterisk. I'm going to pop these prompts over here. And then we can merge these. Format, merge, format, merge. All right. Here we go. Industrial grade rare earth magnets hold up to 10 kilograms even when fully loaded. Damn. That is good. Now it's starting to come together. So 5,000, these are the ones I would keep, right? 5,000 heavy customers, great. Super easy to use. Don't love that one. Risk-free guarantee. Yeah, of course, that's a no-brainer. Get rid of these ones. Actually, you know what? And of course, we get rid of our EM dashes. And we replace them with commas. Tested in over 100 gyms. 0 reports of slippage or falling. We could say tested in over 100 gyms for sure. I don't know about the slipping and falling. You know, I'll keep it there just in case we come up with a better way of saying it. Grips onto any steel rack, machine, or rig. It's metal. If it's metal, it sticks. Cool. Now these become little headers or ticks, or like you could put these as icons with text on your landing page. Just things to make people really trust that you've done that they're gonna have the dream outcome. Clips in 2 seconds. No straps. No hooks. Moves with you, no tools, thousands of gym sessions, 0. Oh, that's fantastic. That's got the social proof in there. Thousands of gym sessions, 0 floor contact. Over 5,000 reviews from lifters who've ditched the dirty floor forever. Terrific. And then the way you might change that is to say from over 5,000 5-star reviews from Aussie lifters who've ditched the dirty floor. And bring back the Aussie into it so that people can see that it's local. The last time my bag touched the floor was before I bought this. Yeah, that's a cool little you could have that as a review at the top of your website. That's nice too. More bacteria than a toilet seat on the gym floor? Hell yeah, that's great for an ad. 30-day never touch the floor guarantee or your money back. That is a killer guarantee. If it doesn't stick in your gym, return it for a full refund? Yes, I like it. Built to last, lifetime magnet replacement included, which you will never, ever, ever have to replace. Probably, because magnets very rarely ever lose their magnetism. I hope. According to my ever so basic understanding of physics. Okay, now we'll do the same for content creators. So let's go find that, find my prompt. Copy and paste that into ChatGPT. I might change it up from content creators to gym content creators, just so ChatGPT knows. Now you feel like you have heaps of hook and angles that you can test for your products? That's it, man. That's honestly, that's the difference between you and a pro, is having all the hooks and testing all of them. You've seen Homecraftology's ads. You've seen that I've done the testing. You know, I've done the same thing, and just I go to Dimas and I say to Dimas, my image guy, here's the new things. Here's the new hooks we're gonna try, and I've got like 50 of them ready to go. Rock solid magnet mount keeps your phone steady for flawless shots. No tripod needed. Damn. Works on any steel or machine. Instant camera positioning. Great. 0 shake, 0 slip. Every shot stays framed. Beautiful. Nice. I wish I told ChatGPT no EM dashes, but it doesn't remember when I say no EM dashes. It just forgets every single time. Switch filming. Nah, no more begging strangers to film. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't know who begs strangers to film though. But you know, more and more, I see people getting online fitness trainers. It's all right angle, right ad, right people. Correct, Anil? Correct, you're getting it. Yeah, more and more I'm seeing people get online fitness trainers where the fitness trainer doesn't go to the gym with them. They just review the technique and review the work and advise them what to do next, all in like a phone session, not while you're exercising. That's a decent one. Trusted by fitness influencers. That's nice too. Creators say it's the easiest way to film gym content. Skip that one. Used in thousands of workouts. Skip that one. From TikTok to YouTube. Nah. Followers love the difference. Nah. Stand out. Nope. 30-day perfect shot guarantee. Doesn't improve. Nah, we'll skip those ones. They're not as strong. I think that might cover it. Do we have any other groups we want to check? Maybe the single session gym goers. We'll do them. We'll do them. Because that might be slightly different. Okay. Single session gym goers. Hold your essentials in one compact bag. That's a no-brainer. That should probably be right above your add to cart button as one of your ticks, as one of your unique selling points for sure. No locker runs, no floor dumps. Not bad. You know, if it carries a water bottle, would you also put a like you'd obviously have the water bottle and you probably can't fit a second thing in, but could you swap it out in your photos for a what do you call those things? A shaker to make your powder? Finish your session faster, man. Not really. Always ready. Perfect. For quick lunchtime lifts or after work sessions. Eliminate locker trips. Nice. Keep your gear tidy and out of way in a crowded gym. Beautiful. When you've sold a few of these, Willen, what I want you to do is think about, for one, getting your logo on it for sure. But the second thing is you could even do a QR code printed on the bag, which sends people to the store, so that people just throw it up on the gear rack, and people don't have to bother them and say, "Yo, man, where'd you get that awesome bag?" They just do the QR code and go and buy one. Cool. We got our dream outcomes. Objections. So, I'm going to write an objection thing here. For these outcomes, dream outcomes, list all the objections I need to cover on the landing page. And then you might want to copy all the dream outcomes. So we'll do that, and then we'll do a thing here, dream outcomes. Okay, where is my dream outcomes? Here we go. Let's see if this gives us what we want. So I'll delete dream outcomes. I'll pop in all of them there, and let's see. So in my advertising agency, we got some pretty senior staff members who are all incredible. One of our senior staff members is our franchising expert. He's franchised so many businesses over here in New Zealand, and we got a graphic designer who is just a whiz at building beautiful landing pages. And my nickname in the team is the ATM, because I make people money. I've always got the ideas to bring that business to the next level. will it actually stick to the gym? So these are great actually. Fantastic. You know what? I reckon we can just take those. Pop them in here, get rid of bold. I don't think we need the scripts in there, so we can get rid of those. We'll just make this a bit neater. So, do we know what to do with these? Whenever we have an objection, this has to be handled somewhere on the website. It could be in the FAQ, but it's going to be stronger outside of the FAQ where people read it. So the more common you think the objection is going to be, the more prominent it should be on the landing page. And you think about it like this: if you're shopping for a t-shirt, your most biggest objection is going to be, well, is this going to fit me? So if you had a t-shirt with a unique selling point of like one size fits all, then the biggest objection that you need to say is, hey, you know, this is going to fit you. Don't worry, it fits everybody. So yeah, we've got objections. Now hooks. So we're going to do the same thing with hooks. So 5, generate hooks. For these dream outcomes, generate, how many hooks do we want? Let's say 20. 20 hooks for me to use in my ads. And then, of course, we're going to say dream outcomes. Okay. And then I'm going to copy all the dream outcomes in again. Boom. Regenerate without EM dashes. You know what? At the start of all of this, we're going to put one more thing in here. Oh, damn it. I haven't been doing the prompts properly. Prompt number 1. Don't use any EM dashes in this chat. Sorry, guys. I've kind of ruined this. So this was to get the likelihood of success. I'm going to copy that over there. Generate likelihood of success for generate objections. 5, generate hooks. Make these all 14. Oops. Okay. Generate hooks. For all the dream outcomes, generate 20 hooks. Let's pop that in. I already did that, didn't we? Here are my hooks without EM dashes. Your gym floors. Great. You know what? I don't even think I need to bloody read these. They all look great. Now, we're almost up to the magic bit. Hooks. Go in. I'll just make these fit in a bit nicer. Everything's 10, so I'll make it 10. Okay, nearly there. I think we're up to the last bit. So for each of these hooks, I want to say the same thing with way less words. So we're gonna get rid of the lines here. Don't need that. And of course, you can spend more time on these. You can weed out the ones you don't want. I honestly don't think we have time for that right now. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Already had that one. Okay, now the last bit. 5. Generate headlines. Okay, now how do I want to generate a headline? Let's do this. So we want to take for each hook, generate one headline. Now, the headlines are a bit different. Oh, I deleted them, didn't I? Damn it, I didn't want to delete them. Oh, I specifically had the number there. Damn it. If I press control, if I press back, it's just gonna... All right, hold on a second. The reason why this is very specific, I had a specific number of characters in the headlines that would ensure that my headline on Facebook would get filled in one line of text so that you could fit in a headline and a description. So just bear with me. Bear with me. It's really cool on your Facebook ad when you can fit in a headline and a description as well, and they both show up on the ad, because that way you can say two things and it looks really cool. So hold your horses, everybody. We're going to go through and take a look at my ads real quick. I'm going to see if I can find an example of a headline that's one line only, and we'll count how many characters are in there, and that's how much we'll tell it to make my headlines. Okay, that's too many. It's not going to work on that one. Obviously, I should have done this for my home craftology ads. Thanks to this Facebook bug, it's not going to show this. That's so disappointing. It's not showcasing the headline properly. Let's do one that I know fits. Premium diamond painting kits. Diamond painting kits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That looks too big. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's way too big. Maybe it's just diamond painting kits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 21. That'll do. We'll do 21. Generate one headline that is max 21 characters long. Usable. Okay. And we'll see if we can do this all in one request here. What do you call it? Prompt. Okay. Beautiful. Here's your headlines. There we go. And that is how we do it. Now we have a set of prompts that will work in ChatGPT 5. I'm going to put that at the top too. That this is tested in ChatGPT 5 only. Because when ChatGPT 6 comes along, it may not work the same. All right, nearly there. And now, obviously, what you've got here, right? Oh, damn, I forgot. There's a whole bunch of more down here. Well, I don't have time to go fix them up today. But now what we've got a cool spreadsheet. We've got an awesome ChatGPT window here, which really understands your product. So now you can say, hey, let's generate a 30-second clip featuring a muscular man talking about why he loves this bag. ChatGPT has got all that data, and now you've got a script. Now you don't just copy and paste this script into your AI software and get it going. You bring this back. What I like to do is bring this back. I don't like to do this opening shot bullcrap. I just start with what they say. Bring it back into your template here. You might make a little section here for script. Let's see what ChatGPT has written for us. And now we want to make sure this is just your basic script. We want to go and make sure, do your homework now and come and use some of the things that were generated here and make sure it's in here, talked about. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that makes sense. Let me just clean this up real quick. And I'll see if I can re-explain that. Sorry, my ADHD won't let this won't let